Hey there, Sagittarius. Come on in for your energy forecast for the month of June. We're starting off your forecast using the Lantern Oracle. From this deck, I will pull one card. That one card will be your overarching energy for the month ahead. Again, it is for the month of June, currently working on the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius, this is what we have for you. Integration. All right, so let me just read this to you. And what it says here is there is peace, equilibrium, and fulfillment in integrating the inner wild with the taming and tempering effect that life has had upon us. So there's a sense of, us going sort of willy-nilly about the world and not really giving second sober thought to where we're going or what we're doing. But as we mature, we see things a little bit differently. And it's almost like I have this feeling of this wild person within me, no gender specific, right, wants to just go out and do all the things that as I've matured and grown, I see that differently now, right? It doesn't mean I'm going to stop doing it, but perhaps there's a difference in the way that I do it. And I'm finding that because I'm integrating my wild woman, that's specific for me, with my wisdom woman, right? With that sage within me. And I'm bringing the two together so I can still go out and be wild and be myself and have all the fun. I'm just doing it with added layer of wisdom and patience. All right. So there's definitely something about the inner integration of all those iterations of you so far, right? So for instance, over my lifetime, I have been different people to different people. I've been a different person in different situations, different circumstances, different things that I've done. I've been a writer. I've worked in communications. And now I work with writing and communications in what I do now. That was the integration of those former iterations of myself coming into this fulfilled version of who I am now, which is my most authentic version of who I am. They were all leading me here. I just didn't know it at the time. All right, let's break your month down just a little bit further, Sagittarius, starting off with the moonlight. All right, when I look into the moonlight here, I see that beautiful wisdom of the owl coming in. So owls are known for hunting by their hearing, not their sight, right? There's really no sight in the middle of the night, so they hunt by their hearing. And it's almost like what I'm getting here is for you to use not just what you see in front of you to inform you, but what you feel, right? So how are you going to take the information that's laid out in front of you that you're seeing this way? So let's give an example. Like say you meet somebody and they come across as being this, they're presenting themselves as being this very kind, open, generous, warm-hearted person. But if you're using your inner wisdom and something just feels a little off, and everybody around you is telling you how wonderful they are, but you feel something different, I want you to trust that feeling, right? Using your inner wisdom, your ability to read between the lines. That's what that owl represents, right? And the moonlight is always like there's always that dark side to the moon, right? And I want you to trust when you sense that darkness within somebody. I want you to trust your intuition, your ability, again, to read between the lines, to know what is for you, because just because they're wonderful for everybody else doesn't mean they're for you. All right? Trust that. And then toward the middle of the month, we have the storm fields. Storm fields are coming in because you think a storm is a bad thing, right? Storm's not a bad thing. Storm here is really blowing in the winds that are going to take out the old, the stale, the sort of clingy, sticky, icky energy, if you will. So the storm has to happen, right? The storm has to take place to remove that sticky, icky energy that you're feeling from someone or something or a circumstance around you. And because you've done that inner integration, you're taking that all of the former iterations of who you are, and they're all sort of blended into who you are right now. And you're using that gained wisdom through the process to see that there's maybe things over here that you thought were for you, they're no longer for you, and that's okay. You can let them fall by the wayside. That's what the storm's all about, right? So let's say, for instance, what's a good example? So there's a story coming in. So let's say you've been friends with somebody for a very long time and you've gotten along, and lately there's just something about them. You've just started to notice that their interactions with you are a little bit they're trying to insert themselves in your life. They're trying to guide you in what they think is best for you. And so far for this part of your life up until now, maybe that's been fine and you've been going along with it and it's worked for you. But now you're starting to see where this information and this encouragement actually serves them. And maybe that's what's being the hidden part here, is that it seems like they're doing things or saying things or guiding you forward in a way for you, but really it's for them, right? And I feel like the storm cloud, maybe there's a big fight, there's a big argument coming in, and it doesn't even have to involve you. You might just stand in witness of this storm, but you see them for who they are. And that realization, I do feel, helps you to integrate that wise woman within you, right? We're all these things. We're the sage. We're the new woman that doesn't know. We are the maiden. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm tripping over my words, and this is my my brain injury showing up for me right now, where everything's just gone blank, right? Whatever. You understand what I'm saying. If this reading is for you, I don't have to worry about how I'm presenting myself in this moment, because you're going to see between the words that I'm sharing into the truth of what is there for you. All right? So storm has come in. You're either in it or you're witnessing it. It's clearing the way for a new way of being for you. And you can't make this crap up, people. And then you're caught up in the stream of magic, this magical stream. It's you going with the flow and heading towards your own magical self. You sort of showing up in the best version possible of you. And you're doing that because you are allowing yourself to go forward in a way that feels right for you, despite others people's thoughts and opinions of who you should be or what that should look like, or the fact that you simply followed along to this date. And now you're like, I'm done doing the following. I think I'm just going to lead my own foot. They're going to give some stickiness to that. Of course they are. They're going to try to hold you back. Of course they're going to still want to have that influence over your life. Doesn't mean you have to tolerate it, put up with it, or continue with it. All right. I hope that makes sense to you, Sagittarius. Please do leave me a comment in the chat below. Please do hit your like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to know more about me, you can look me up at leeshanks.com. You can also find me on Instagram and Facebook at Intuitively. In the meantime, I am so grateful for each and every one of you for being here. And this is now Intuitively signing off. Blessed be one and all.